Did The Mandalorian Episode 4's ending reveal the show's endgame? The fourth episode of The Mandalorian dropped over the long holiday weekend, and once again fans were overjoyed by the antics of the wee baby Yoda and his Beskar-encased parental figure. And while the outing itself might have been a pretty standard adaptation of samurai and western tropes, it seems that the ending may have revealed the long-term plans for the season. Now, obviously, there's going to be spoilers galore for episode 4 of The Mandalorian up in this piece, so pause this video until you've watched the episode. And if you've already seen it, take this time to like and subscribe and rewatch Seven Samurai. Are you still here? Great! So what happened? Well, Mando and the wee baby Yoda are trying to lay low on a planet in the middle of the galactic nowhere. While there, they meet Cara Dune, a former rebel shock trooper who's also hiding out, and guess what? It turns out that this planet ain't big enough for the both of them. I tell you what. However, the two eventually team up after they're hired by some local villagers who are under constant attack by raiders. Raiders who are rocking some seriously heavy Imperial weaponry, specifically an AT-ST, aka the Chicken Walker. God, that sounds so much cuter than this murder machine actually is. And side note, while Mando and company were eventually able to take down this walker, it really shows how badass the Ewoks were in Return of the Jedi for taking out a couple of these bad boys along with a legion of the Empire's best troops with basically logs and rocks. But then again, they are a race of cannibal murderers. But with the townspeople saved, the Mandalorian thinks that maybe, just maybe, he can continue his solo bounty hunting ways and leave the wee baby Yoda to be raised by a village because, it's like they say, it takes a that. But of course, it was not meant to be. We see a lone bounty hunter about to assassinate the poor baby Yoda when they are thankfully put out of their misery by Cara Dune. Of course, the big reveal is that this bounty hunter also has one of the many tracking fobs that the client handed out to find and terminate the wee baby so he wouldn't become a wee toddler. And it's this detail that basically cements what we can expect for this season's endgame. Here's what we think is going to happen. Now, even if they constantly move from planet to planet, the Mandalorian and the wee baby Yoda will never be safe. They're going to be hunted to the ends of the galaxy as there's no place they can hide, which basically means they're going to be on the run until Mando circles back around and resolves the fallout with the client once and for all. Probably in some sort of giant showdown like they have in every good samurai movie and western worth their crate like salt. Before that happens, though, we're probably going to get more planet-hopping episodes where we'll meet Bill Burr and Ming-Na Wen's characters who we've yet to see make their debut. Plus, we wouldn't be surprised to see IG-11 make his triumphant return since Thor Ragnarok director Taika Waititi is going to be helming the final episode of this season, and considering Taika did the voice work for this bounty hunting droid, well, you're just leaving credits on the table. But in the end, we expect that all of the hyperspace lanes are going to lead back to Client and Dr. Pershing, because the Mandalorian's big plan of laying low, kicking back, and finding some nice people to raise this strange Yoda baby has been completely trashed. With all the tracking fobs out there, as we saw with the bounty hunter at the end of episode 4, it's crystal clear that this guild is never going to stop. Now, it's also worth mentioning that in the third episode of The Mandalorian, it's revealed that the Client and Dr. Pershing might be working for a mysterious third party. We suspect that this third party is going to be Giancarlo Esposito's Moff Gideon and his shiny Death Troopers. But it could also be another secret baddie waiting in the wings for season 2 and beyond. Either way, we're going to find out why they want the wee baby Yoda dead or alive, which means we're going to finally be getting some concrete answers about the wee baby Yoda and its wee baby species, a first for Star Wars, as all of this information has been tightly guarded by George Lucas, shrouded by secrecy for decades. In the end, it's comforting to know that this show will have an actual massive impact on the greater Star Wars galaxy far away as a whole. But the question we have is whether or not teenage Yoda is going to show up 30 years later in December's The Rise of Skywalker. Who knows? He's going to have like a little wallet chain attached to his lightsaber. Maybe he's going to have some frosted tips as a real way to rebel against his parents. He's just gonna have you're gonna be poking out the top of his little baby Mando helmet. Who knows? Maybe he's gonna go to prom unchaperoned, you little scamp. But what do you folks think? What do you think the season's final showdown will be? What do you think Moff Gideon's plan for the wee baby Yoda will be? And will we actually get to see the Mandalorian without his helmet this season? Let's discuss. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please give us a like and subscribe. And if you want to get notified every time we go live with a new show or drop a new video, feel free to mash that little bell. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest theories, news, and rumors in the pop culture world.